Kirsch and Emyle, Classic Hit Country 103.9 The Maverick. I've got to go back to yesterday because you shared this story, which I was fully entertained by, but you were not by any means. Let me just recap this. Is that okay?
That's fine. I just regret telling you anything off air.
Well, it all ends up on air. No, this is good because you told me yesterday, see if I get this right, in the middle of the night, 2 nights ago, not last night, the night before.
Correct.
Your husband was snoring, and you reached over and tapped him gently to get him to stop snoring. But
because when he moves his head to the other side, it helps for some reason, at least for me.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's all I cared about at the time.
You tapped him gently, but yesterday he woke up. Well, apparently in the middle of the night you poked the bear because he woke up yesterday and he was hot. He was ready to go, and he said that you had committed violence and abuse towards him, and he was dead serious about it, right?
Yes, and then he was, and he was mad at me. I feel like I barely spoke to him yesterday.
So what's the update? I need to know.
Well, it went from smacking him, hitting him, to then punching his stomach. I was like, oh, that's a new one. Yeah, but really, he was like, I heard what you said on the radio, and you definitely hit me. And I was like, oh, you listened for once. Okay. He goes, I walked into people's houses, which sounds really creepy, but that's just what he does for a living. It's, his job. And he goes, and I just said, can you believe my wife hit me and decided to tell it on the radio? I was like, I know you're joking now. Like, that's okay.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, no, it was still a whole thing. And needless to say, we did not sleep together last night because I wanted to sleep and not be accused of violence.
Oh, the level of drama. I love it.
Do you? Because I don't.
Because it went from, I love how your version is I tapped him lightly, and his is you punched me in the stomach. Tomorrow that's going to be like, now he's saying that like I came out.
I ran him over with a car.
With a sword and was hitting him in the middle of the night or something like that.
Yeah, it's fine. It's marriage, right? We all have these silly little arguments.
But we don't have those ones. Our level,
I'm doing my best, okay?
Our drama level is lower than yours, clearly.
Wow, you're making me reevaluate so many things right now.
We're just like, okay, you tapped me last night. Was I snoring? Yes. And then it's usually, oh, sorry about that. I'm so sorry if I kept you up.
Oh, what's that like? You guys don't wake up and choose violence? What's that like?
No, we don't. Classic Hit Country 103.9 The Maverick with Kirsch and Emyle. So, Emily, what's your candy that you can't stay away from? Like if you open a bag of X, what is the one that you can't stop eating? Or a package of whatever.
Have you ever had Frango mints?
Frango mints? What are I know. Yeah. What are those?
They're just really good mints. I don't even know. Like, they're like chocolate mints. I don't know how to describe them, but amazing.
Frango
chocolate's
mints.
Always that's what always gets me.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen these.
Oh, they're so good. And like, that's like probably my favorite. They're like the really bougie version of Andy's mints. Andy's mints.
Andy's candies?
Mints. Yes, I was trying to be bougie for a minute. What? Yes.
They're kind of like Andy's candies.
Andy's candies,
oh,
yeah.
Yes, Andy's candies, the Frango mints. Okay, wow, look at you.
Honestly, that's the best way to describe them, yeah.
Bougie Andy's candies.
Yes, that's a fun name.
Yes.
That's I only get them on special occasions though, like the holidays.
Holidays, and when you're going to buy your new Rolls Royce to drive into the station every morning. Yes.
Okay, I'm not that bougie. If I had money, I would not spend it on a car like that. So that's just me.
You buy it on Frango mints.
I would have all the Frango mints.
Do you have any normal candies that are like that? Because mine are peanut M&Ms. So Mrs. Kirsch and I still get each other Easter baskets, and they're small, just kind of fun. And she gave me this like family-size bag of peanut M&Ms in my basket, and I ate the entire thing in a sitting yesterday, and I've never felt like such crap.
I was just gonna ask, like, how did you feel?
Because oh man, I couldn't stop eating them, and afterwards,
they make it that way on purpose, right?
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, these are just delicious. And I feel disgusting, but I keep going. And I was like, okay, I got to stop. Then I got to the point in the bag where I was like, well, there's not that many left. So I just need to finish them.
As well. Now, and then today you're living with regret.
No, today I'm good. It was just about, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours yesterday where I was just like,
You had dinner? You had candy for dinner?
I might die right now.
So funny.
What would happen if you ate an entire box of your Frongomans?
Well, you see, I have this thing called self-control, Kirsch.
So do I typically.
And then I like to savor them. I like to have a treat for tomorrow too. Okay.
Oh well, I guess I have to go buy another bag of M&Ms.
Sounds like you do. Is that your favorite candy though? Now I know.
Peanut M&Ms, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that actually shocks me with you for some reason.
Why?
You don't really seem like a candy person.
Peanut M&Ms, Reese's peanut butter cups, and those are like my two weaknesses.
One of my friends who's a teacher, her kids get her Reese's. Why do I always do this?
Reese's.
No, this is the whole thing. They get her peanut butter cups every year, and I think that's amazing.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I'm like, is that bribery, though?
You can get me peanut M&Ms every year, and then I'll feel like crap because I'll eat the whole bag. All right, so I'm going to walk you through a couple of these things that this woman talked about on TikTok. The things that she asked if other married couples do. She shared some things that other married couples do or that they do that they think are normal in their marriage that other people probably wouldn't understand. Do you want to see if you guys do any of these?
Yes, I'm a little curious.
All right, we actually do some of these. There's a lady on TikTok who shared this video and said she talked to a bunch of couples, and some of this stuff was considered normal, but some of this stuff she thought was really bizarre, like this. She said one of her friends said that when they fight over text. No interrupting, no yelling, and you can edit before you send.
Okay. I just don't know how you, like, if you're about to start a fight or get mad, do you then just text the person?
I guess.
That's what I'm wondering.
This one I kind of like. It says, we have a code phrase for when we're ready to leave a party. It's usually, do you have any chapstick? Then we both Irish goodbye, which I love that.
That's so smart.
I love that.
I just usually text him and say, can we go?
Yeah, that's kind of how it works now. Speaking of that, when you're in public with someone, do you ever text him, like about someone you're with, like, oh, this person's absolutely nuts? I'll do that sometimes.
Wow. Okay, good to know what we'll watch for next time we hang out with you.
Didn't say you.
I mean, sometimes we do. Just depends, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, not always. We usually talk about it on the way home.
How about
I put notes to remind myself.
How about this one? It says, my husband will not go into my purse for anything, even if I tell him it's okay. You need keys? He will walk the purse over to me. Not sure why, but it's a sacred line he won't cross, even if I don't care.
My husband goes, why do you have so much random stuff in your purse? I don't understand. I'm just trying to find your keys.
Does he go in it?
Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, that's brave. I will not go in her purse.
Why?
You're
weird.
That is a sacred place.
I don't even know what's in my purse half the time, Kirsch.
Well, that's like, we don't want to find out together. Okay, how about this one? We never argue, ever. We have small disagreements that are solved very quickly, but I've never once argued with him. We're married 16 years.
I mean, we don't go to bed angry, but that's about it.
We don't argue, honestly. Like,
I don't know. Like, I guess I'm now thinking about it. I never thought of it like that because I just always called it arguing.
We straight up don't, we don't get in fights. We know everybody gets like a little irritated with each other every so often. But I mean, it's like little things, and then we kind of laugh it off. And
we don't drag down fight or anything, so I guess ours are little. I don't know.
How about this one? This couple says we don't fart in front of each other or use the restroom in front of each other. We've been married 20 years, and it's mostly him being weird about it.
I find that so bizarre because I have a friend who doesn't do anything like that in front of her long-term boyfriend, and I'm like, how?
Neither do we.
I just don't understand. You guys are weird. You guys clearly aren't comfortable around each other.
Yeah, we are.
I'm just saying, that's weird to me.
Why
are you trying to hide who you are?
Okay, you know us well enough to know that we're comfortable around each other.
I know, and that's why I find it very weird that you don't do that. So, who's the weird one over here?
I'll tell you why I don't do it. No one needs to be exposed to that.
Okay, that's fair, but you guys have been married. Come on.
I'll start lighting the studio up. You'll find out why.
Sure.
You'll be like, oh yeah, I understand. Thank you. Keep that to yourself.
After, this might be too much TMI, but after you see someone give birth, I feel like anything can happen.
Yeah, very true.
So,
well, she's never seen me give birth, so that's why I don't force
yes,
her.
I am ready. I'm a cool mom.
You're a cool mom. It's Classic Hit Country 103.9, The Maverick with Kirsch and Emily. This list, it's one of these Reddit things, but I found it to be pretty spot on with outdated slang words or slang words or terms that you still use often that make you sound old. Let's see if you say any of these. Do you use the word gnarly?
No, Kirsch. Do you?
No. What about stoked?
No.
Like I'm stoked for this?
No, I know what it is, but no, I don't.
Well, excuse me, sorry. What about sick? Like in a good way. Like, man, that's sick. That is a sick new song from Jelly Roll or whatever.
Ooh, I don't use that.
I hear people over at the Blitz say that all the time. Man, that's sick. It's like a rock.
You're over at the Blitz, right?
No, but I don't say sick.
Okay.
That's why I bring it up. I hear people over there. What about sweet? Like, boy, that's sweet.
I mean, yeah, but not a lot, you know?
I use sweet a lot. Cool and rad are on the list.
I don't use rad. I guess I use cool sometimes. Man, does this mean I'm cool?
It means you're outdated and you sound old.
No, I said no to like all of these.
There's one I use that's coming up next. I use it all the time, and I realize it is an old person word now. It is awesome.
Oh, yes. Oh, see, you are a boomer.
These aren't boomer words. These are outdated slang words. I didn't say nifty, neato.
Grandpa, I don't know.
Nifty.
I'm just trying to get back at you for, calling me a grandma or something. I forget today, actually, why I'm trying to get back at you. I lose track daily.
You're always just trying to attack me, and I don't know why. I treat you well. Okay, the last three on this list are peace. Like if you're going to leave.
Peace sign?
No, like if you're going to leave somewhere, all right, peace.
Don't you do that?
No.
I thought you did. I swear you did.
I absolutely do not say peace.
No, I swear you've done that before. You're like, all right, peace, and then you held it up and walked out the studio door. I swear.
That is a Mandela effect thing that you've come up with in your own head. I have never done that.
I have seen it with my eyes.
Peace.
Yes.
No, this is clearly some other co-host of yours that you're talking about. I do not do that. Right,
okay,
peace.
Whatever.
All right, right on and rock and roll are the last two on this list, and I do not say either of those.
No, I don't either. Oh my gosh, so we're cool besides you going peace and walking out the door.
Wait a second. You know what? Maybe I do use rock and roll.
You're the one who made us use the peace signs in photos we got. And I was like, really, dude?
Yeah, but my teen daughters and their friends all do the same thing. So,
Okay. Whatever you say.
You've seen pictures of them. Prove me wrong.
I know. I love proving you wrong. Just give me 5 minutes.
Maybe
this is why I got asked the other day if we get along.
This music bed's about 5 minutes long. Go ahead. Just go for it. No, seriously. They all make the peace sign in their photos. You're like, I don't believe you, even though I've got photographic proof over here. Good Lord, what have I done to you? Wow, that just ended.
I was like, I don't want to talk yet.
Okay. That just ended. All right, it's Kirsch and Emily. Classic Hit Country 103.9, The Maverick. It is like the computers are all just being a little weird to me today, so everything's not working the way I want it to. But we're figuring it out. We just talked about the terms that are now considered old people words, like, gnarly and stoked and awesome and rad. Now, this is a list of things that you found that I'm supposed to ask you if you can do these things?
Yeah.
Okay. Emily and I are separated by about, 12 years?
Do you think I can do these? Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I want your opinion.
Let's go through. Okay. Let's go through these here and figure, because I'll tell you if I can do these or not, and you tell me if you can. Like this one, how to address a piece of mail. Do you know how to address a piece of mail?
How to address a piece of mail.
Okay. So do I. How to unclog a toilet using a plunger.
Yeah, you just stick it in and push and unclog, right?
Yeah. I
was like, there's nothing else I'm missing.
No, if it goes down, you did it right. Let's see. How to tell time on a clock with hands.
Yes. Can your girls? Because they're teenagers.
That's a really good question. We only have one clock in our house that has hands.
Oh, okay. Next time you're over, I'll walk them around and go, hey, can you tell me what time it is?
I'm going to ask them that. Honestly, I don't know. How to count correct change.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, same. How to type on an actual keyboard.
Some days. It just depends on the day.
So when you type on a keyboard, do you do it with your hands in the correct positions, or do you just kind of peck?
Yeah. I aced my typing class in high school.
So did I. I can blast through it. But, my girls, like when I watch them type. Yeah, I type without looking too. I just go. Couple more things on here that they say younger people don't know how to do and old people do know how to do. How to cook.
Oh. Kirsch. We know I don't know. I mean, I know how, but I don't cook.
Right.
So, does that make me young then?
I don't think so. I think it just makes you not a very good cook. How to write a check. Can you write a check?
I can, but it's funny because I don't write checks often, but I have to remind myself. I have to go back and look at the previous one sometimes when I question myself.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I wrote a check, but I can still do it. A couple more on here. They say old people can do, young people cannot. How to write in cursive.
I can write my name in cursive.
I can write in cursive still, I think. I don't know the last time I did. How about how to drive a stick shift? Old people can drive a stick shift, young people cannot.
What do you think?
You cannot drive an automatic, let alone a stick shift.
I am never going to be able to take the station vehicle because of how often we talk about how I am not a good driver.
I know. And the last one on here is how to read Roman numerals.
I can, I think.
Old people can, young people can't. Okay, what's IV? What is IV in Roman numerals? You got 14 seconds to come up with an
11?
answer. No, that's 4.
4? Yeah, I can't.
Showing my age here. John Michael Montgomery. You want some interesting trivia about that song, Emily?
What? It was your wedding song?
No. It's the only song I can think of that was a hit by 2 different artists at the same time.
Okay.
John Michael Montgomery, and there was a 90s R&B band called All for One who recorded that right around the same time as John Michael Montgomery. He had it as a hit on country radio back in 1995, and then All for One had it as a hit on top 40 and R&B radio at the same time.
Yes, I forgot all about All for One.
Yeah, I think most people did.
Yes. So I have some other, it's funny because I want to do a trivia game with you right now.
Okay, I'm ready.
I came across some crazy Ohio laws, and I want to see if you know if they're true or false.
Okay, so some of these are made up, some of these are real.
Yes, correct.
Okay, hit me with these. Let's see how we do. So these are laws on the books in Ohio.
Yes.
Okay.
And if I'm wrong, please cite the sources because I would love to know.
Okay.
You can't turn left on a red light on a one-way street going into another one-way street.
That's
is true or false?
False.
You are correct.
Yeah, that's false.
That. I would feel so wrong turning left regardless at a red light. It's legal to shoot coyotes and groundhogs from a vehicle.
That's true.
How do you know that? There's no way you know that.
Because I typically do on the way home. I shoot a couple coyotes and groundhogs out of my car.
How did I?
I don't know.
It's true.
It was a guess.
True. You're like, it's so bizarre, it seems true for Ohio.
Okay.
In Lima, any map that does not have Lima clearly stated on the map cannot be sold.
That is true.
You are so confident about that. How do you know that?
True.
Did you try to sell a map without Lima?
Yeah, I tried. It had Findlay really big, but Lima was kind of blurred out. And they're like, nope, can't sell it here.
It's illegal to run out of gas in Youngstown.
I would not want to run out of gas in Youngstown. Bad things will happen. That's true.
It's true, yes.
Okay.
And in Columbus, it's illegal to sell cornflakes on a Sunday.
I feel like that's true.
I think it's false, but it's false what I found. Okay. But I feel like it's so bizarre, it could be true.
So the only reason I knew the Lima thing, so I used to work at a radio station in Findlay,
You're a map salesman.
Which is not too far from Lima, and that came up in a trivia game that we did on air at WKXA in Findlay, and I'm not kidding. This was in 1997, and it's stuck with me ever since.
Well, happy to bring back that memory for you.
Well, yes, there you go. And don't sell any non-Lima friendly maps in Lima. Toby, have you ever been to Lima?
Yes, I have.
I'm sorry. Did you see the story, Emily, about these surveillance cameras that are being installed in downtown Columbus?
I saw the headline. I didn't really look at the story, though.
Okay.
Of course, if I was a headline reader, I would assume that we're being spied on.
Okay, so here's the deal. So is that like what?
No, I mean, I don't like. The headline made it seem like that, but I also then used my knowledge and went, "Oh, they're probably trying to prevent crime or something like that, catch criminals."
So here's the story. There's 100 new surveillance cameras that are being added to downtown Columbus in the coming months, and they're going to be monitored 24/7 from a new command center that's going to be in the Lazarus building. There's a private organization partnering with other orgs, businesses, and the Columbus Division of Police to make downtown Columbus safer. They found that, they have the same issues downtown that a lot of cities have, where people come to visit, they leave valuables in their car, those cars get broken into, valuables are removed, and just other problems around downtown. So they're installing these cameras, and they say basically if they see something happen, they'll be able to use the cameras to follow that person to figure out where they're going so they can get police in the right direction and everything else. So is that spying or is that a good thing? What do you think?
I can see that they want to make it a good thing, but I'm also like, is there a spin here?
Yeah, I mean,
like, I think about the traffic cameras. Remember those? Like the red light cameras or whatever?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's giving those vibes.
So what about, let me ask you this. Do you go downtown much? We used to, but we don't anymore.
I go more Bridge Park, if anywhere.
Right, Short North we used to go to, but like it got a little, I hate saying this, but it kind of got a little sketchier than we wanted it to be a lot of times when we were out at night, so we stopped going.
I love the, intent. You want to help keep things safer, and stuff like that, but I don't know. It just seems a little weird to me. However, I also think we're always on camera. So.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, anywhere you go, you're on camera now.
Yeah.
So you're being watched, you're being recorded.
People whip their phones out for everything these days.
How about this?
Videos.
Do you remember, I'm sure you do, when the whole George Floyd thing happened and there were the riots downtown and there was that whole block of brand new townhomes that got set on fire and burned down and everything? Do you think this would have prevented that?
No. No, I don't. No. So.
Do you think they would have found? I don't know. Like if people know they're being watched and being recorded and everything else, you don't think they would behave a little less like burning a whole block down?
No. I don't.
Well,
people have Ring cameras all the time and still get broken into.
That's true. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But if you're going downtown, just know over the next couple of months they're going to be installing cameras.
I think we should just not break the law. That's what I think.
They're going to be watching you. Well,
just be a good person.
That's
not hard.
Very Disney princess viewpoint of you. I like it. So you had your first real mom freak out yesterday, is what she said?
Every time I look up at you, it's something new. I don't know where you found that.
You have to be here. We'll leave it at that. You had your first real mom freak out yesterday?
I did. My son needed picked up from daycare early because he had a temperature. And his temperature was high. And I had to freak out on if we should take him to urgent care or not. And then I started realizing I don't know what to do. I mean, he's going to the doctor later today. But I don't know what to do in that situation. When is the time to take him? For a high fever. And it's like, do you go to Children's? Do you go to a regular urgent care? What do you do? How are we supposed to know what to do?
I'm so proud of you for having this moment because I knew it would come.
I never once said it wouldn't.
Welcome to parenting, where eventually you figure out that everybody's just kind of winging it. Nobody really knows what to do. You just kind of...
How did parents survive without Google?
It's a good question.
Not that Google's a doctor, but seriously, how did they survive?
Well, okay, so here's the thing. I will tell you this. So with your first kid, when they get a big fever, a big bad fever, or they get sick like that, you freak out. If you have additional children, I promise you, the next one will come along, you'll be like, 102? They'll be fine. Eat a popsicle, give them some Motrin or whatever.
I understand that, but how did that work for you because you have twins?
After the first couple of times that they got sick like that, you just get to the point where you're like, oh, okay, been here, done that. It's okay. It's going to be all right.
It's stressful.
It is.
Like what to know, when to go where. I always suggest children's just because they're used to children,
Right.
But it's scary.
It definitely is. So he's doing all right, though?
Yeah, I mean, I think he still has a fever. He'll be, like I said, going to the doctor later. I think it's an ear infection, but again, I'm not a doctor, and I'm so happy I'm not.
So you just started daycare with him not too long ago.
Yes.
And daycare, have you guys gotten sick yet?
I felt it coming on, but I did not. Knock on wood, because that is what I'm afraid of.
If you've got children in daycare, your immune system is tough as nails. It is exposed to everything.
I am so looking forward to that. I cannot wait. Can you tell the excitement in my voice?
It's like
I'm so excited.
If you have kids in daycare or you fly a lot, your immune system is just rock solid. Like being around all those people sneezing on a plane and everything like that.
Do you get sneezed on a lot on planes? Because you mentioned that a lot.
There's a lot of people who like to sneeze on planes right near me, right behind me.
On you?
It's always this guy. It's never the guys who like, it's always like,
never sneezed before in their entire life.
It's like, sir, I just got wet from that. I'm sitting in front of you, 2 rows in front of you.
I've never really thought about wet. Like, I just got wet from that. You're right. Like, that is okay. Thank you, Kirsch. Thank you so much.
Didn't need that visual this morning, did you?
No, I didn't.
It's seriously a guy who sneezes. It's like, why are we doing this?
Were you ever in improv? I need to know.
No.
Because you would be really good at it.
Well, it should have been.